Let's watching my video. My name is Norisha Ningsih. I would like to sharing about the theory DEIXIS, Deictic expression. What is it? DEIXIS is a technical term derived from Greek for one of the most basic things we do with utterances, which means pointing via language. Deictic expression is any linguistic form used to accomplish the pointing. For example, we notice a strange person and ask, "Who's that?" And then it depends on interpretation of the speaker and hearer sharing the same context. For example, the sentence, "You'll have to bring that back tomorrow because they aren't here." How can I understand such expression if we don't have the same background knowledge? The following 6 types of deictic expression by George Yule. First, person deixis. It is when an expression points a person such as me, you, him, them, or commonly called as personal pronoun. Second, spatial deixis. Place deixis concerns itself with the spatial location relevant to an utterance. The term generally understood to be relative to the location of the speaker. Third, temporal deixis. It concerns with the various time involved in a reference to an utterance. Time adverbs like no, then, soon, and time tenses. Fourth, discourse deixis. It is used to refer to discourse elements themselves, either occurring in the future or the past. Fifth, it when one calls someone or refers to him or her by name. On one indicates something of one's social relationship to or personal feeling. Six, gesture deixis. A gesture or motion of some sort to identify the item that is being referred to in the utterance. We can see person deixis consists of form personal pronoun that include 1. The speaker called the first person. For example, singular is I and plural is we. 2. The person spoken to called the second person. You is singular and plural. Third, the person or thing being spoken of called the third person. Singular he is males, she is females, and it is things. Here's the table show list of personal pronouns. To more explanation in here, show the example of each of the type deixis. The first is person deixis. Consists of 3 samples. One is as direct object of the verb. Example, you mustn't blame yourself for the mistake. The subject, you and the object yourself have the same identity. Second, as the indirect object of the verb. Example, I bought myself a beautiful watch. And then third, as a proportional object. Example, we should depend on ourselves rather than on others. Second, temporal deixis. For the example, in here consists of 3 samples. The first one is so present. It is event or action simultaneously to the speak act. Example, Kia goes to school every day. The second, past. It's how before the speak act. Example, Kia went to school yesterday, future. And then the third, future, or after the speak act. Example, Kia will go to school next Sunday. The next of example is spatial DEIXIS. I enjoy living in this city. This show about place that refers to spatial DEIXIS. And here is where we will place the statue. Here is how the place also that refers to spatial DEIXIS. Discord DEIXIS. For example, this choke will kill you. And then that story was very interesting. Social DEIXIS. For example, we will to say male or female with sir or madam. Gesture DEIXIS. So about the gesture person in the uterus. For example, will you please sign here? The word that emphasizes about gesture is signed. For the additional in the DEIXIS, there are contextual use of DEIXIS. There are anaphoric DEIXIS is backward pointing. For example, like I said, and then the cataphoric DEIXIS is forward pointing. For example, the speaker raised some objections such as, let me say this. Thank you, I think my presentation is enough.